The story follows the unnamed narrator, played by Edward Norton, who is depressed and insomnia-ridden. The narrator's life changes when he meets Tyler Durden, a charismatic and mysterious man played by Brad Pitt. Together they form a society, a secret society called Fight Club, where men gather to fight each other as a form of therapy. As the narrator becomes more entrenched in Fight Club, he begins to lose touch with reality and becomes increasingly violent and destructive. The film explores themes of masculinity, consumerism, and mental health. The narrator's mental instability is presented as a response to the societal pressure to conform to traditional masculine norms and the emptiness of consumer culture. The movie also highlights the idea of do-it-yourself, where the narrator and Tyler Durden fight to tear down the capitalist system, which they see as oppressive. They also represent an archetype of the wild man, or the ideal, which is something that is repressed by civilized society, and they stand as a rebellion against that. The final climax reveals that Tyler Durden and the narrator are the same person, with Tyler representing the narrator's repressed desires and emotions. The twist reveals that the narrator's problems stem from his inability to accept and integrate his true self. Fight Club delves deeper into the issues of masculinity and the search for identity in a society that is increasingly focused on materialism and consumer culture. The narrator's struggles with insomnia and feelings of emptiness are a commentary on the alienation and disconnection that many people feel in modern society. The film also explores the idea of masculinity as a societal construct and the pressure that men feel to conform to certain stereotypes of masculinity. Tyler Durden represents a more primal, unbridled form of masculinity that the narrator finds himself drawn to as a way to escape the suffocating constraints of modern society. The film also explores the concept of the shadow self as represented by Tyler Durden. The narrator creates Tyler as an alter ego to act out his repressed desires and frustrations, which is a commentary on the ways in which society represses certain aspects of our true selves and the dangers of not acknowledging and dealing with these repressed parts. Another important theme in the movie is the idea of the power of the individual to shape their own destiny. The narrator starts the movie as a powerless individual, and as the story progresses, he finds the strength to take control of his own life and resist the status quo. In addition, the concept of Project Mayhem could be interpreted as a metaphor for the consequences of blindly following authority and not thinking for oneself. In conclusion, Fight Club is a complex film that tackles many important themes such as masculinity, identity, consumerism, and the power of the individual to shape their own destiny. It challenges viewers to think critically about the world around them and the ways in which societal pressures can shape our lives and our sense of self.